Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining us. My name is Natisha Paramasivam. I am the Senior Wealth Advisor and Director at Goldtree Wealth Advisory. Today's video is actually a follow through from my initial video. Someone had suggested that I do a video talking about the client's experience when it comes to the advice process. So if you've missed our first video, make sure you head there first, check that out, and then come back to this one. Now, my very first experience with a planner was back when I was 15 years old. My parents had invited a financial planner from the bank to their home to get some advice about selling some assets down. Now, I don't remember the crux of the conversation, but I know that my parents walked away a little bit disappointed. I think what they had assumed the industry and the career and the process was very different to what was delivered. They walked away with some insurance products and some superannuation products and stuff that they really didn't even need to begin with. My second experience with financial planning was at university. So I went there to study financial planning, and there it was pretty much what I thought financial planning was. It was about giving people advice on their finances. It was heavily about strategy. It was all about method and extremely tedious and detailed. It was never about products. It was never about things to sell. It was never about a sales career. So when I entered into the industry finally, which was just after the GFC, it was around 2009, 2010, it was a bit of a shock. It was a bit of a shock how much it was heavily on products. It was about how much you could earn from a product, how much commission you could earn by pushing a product to an individual. So for me, being, wide-eyed, bushy-tailed, wanting to come in there, make people's finances better and making them happier and feeling more free about their life, it was definitely a reality check. Now, luckily for me, the industry the regulators of the industry very much took control and have been trying to clean up the industry, and it has changed so much since I first entered into the industry, which is a good thing for you guys as clients. My advice to you walking into the industry, because you still need to be very well aware, very well equipped, and protecting yourself along the way, because not all advisors are good advisors, not all companies are good companies. You still need to look after yourself. The crux of the financial planning process comes down, and it all forms around one big thing, and that is you. That is you and your objectives. Now, your objectives, to put it very simply, is your dreams, the stuff that's keeping you up at night, the stuff that you're worried about, the stuff that you're aspiring to achieve, to get, to be comfortable with. This is stuff that you need to have listed and ready even before you pick up or start typing up your first email to book in your first appointment with your financial planner. Because if you don't have an objective ready for them, they'll create one for you. And sometimes what they create for you is not what you want. In that list, if it's stuff like paying off your mortgage, paying off a car loan, your kids are about to enter into school and you're not sure how you're going to fund it, you're paying too much tax, whatever it is that's on your mind, put it in writing, have it ready. When you walk into that meeting, you know exactly what direction you want that meeting to go in. You don't want to rely on your planner to tell you what it is that you want. Now, that's the main thing. The other thing is expectations. You need to understand that a planner, they're incredible. They can do so much for you, but you have to also be realistic about what they can actually do for you. They're not magicians. They're not going to take your dollar and make $1 million. They work with a couple of things. They work with, firstly, your objectives, what you want to achieve, and secondly, they work with your risk appetite. What does that mean? That really just means is how how much of a daredevil are you? Are you someone that is okay with your investment? So if you put down $1, are you okay with that dollar becoming 70 cents one day and then $1.20 the next day? Is that going to give you a lot of anxiety and keep you up at night? They are trying to assess that in the first meeting. You need to keep in mind that if you're walking in there and you're wanting to, take your $1 to $2 in 6 months, but you don't want to take on a lot of risk, you're very risk adverse, that is not a realistic expectation. But then again, if that is your objective, it is then your planner's objective to say, I understand where your objective is, but this is the reason why we can't achieve it. Or this is the way we can achieve it, but it means you need to be X, Y, and Z. The financial planning process is so beneficial. You need to be open to educating yourself. You need to be open to understanding that the more you want to earn, the more risk you're going to take on. If you're very risk adverse, you're probably going to be earning a little less on your investments. That's probably the 2 big pieces of advice that I can give you. Hopefully in our next video, I'll ask one of my clients to come here and have a chat to you guys directly so they can give you their experience through the financial planning process. Thank you guys for watching once again. Until next time, I'll see you again. Bye.